Hey everyone, Julio Rodriguez here for Card Player TV on day 4 of the $25,000 WPT Championship at Bellagio. We had a chance to speak to two Davids during the break. One of them, David Williams, took a monster pot from Phil Hellmuth.
Punish one of those hands. David Williams is the best hand. The best hand, I'm not even re-raising you, Phil. I just called.
When it came 3-4 jack, you had a big hand, huh?
I did. I had a jack and a flush draw. Think about it. I didn't re-raise you.
All right, so go ahead and recap that hand for us.
Well, Phil's playing every pot, and we're both pretty deep stacks, and I respect him. I think he's a great player. He raises, another hand to 30,000, or excuse me, yeah, he made it 32,000, 35,000, I think, 35,000. Small blind called, and I was in the big blind with ace queen offsuit. I just called. I don't want to inflate the pot too much out of position, and he's been wanting me to play back at me, so I don't want to open it back up for him to try to make some crazy move with like tens or something. I have to lay my hand down, so I just call. Figure I'll keep the pot small, and like I said, my hand is disguised. Phil never gives me credit. Flop was ace jack 7, which is a pretty good flop for me. 2 diamonds, jack 7 of diamonds. I have the ace of diamonds. Small blind checked. I casually checked quickly to kind of hope Phil would make him think that we both just have nothing. He fired 15,000, which is like a big blind at the pot. Small blind folded, and I quickly called. Turn was the 6 of diamonds, so it's jack 6, 7 diamonds and the ace, and I have ace queen with the ace of diamonds. I check. Now Phil fires 120,000, which is a pretty large bet, and it concerns me a little bit. And I think if I didn't have the ace of diamonds, I actually might have gave it up, because I was like, wow, he's really just trying to, get me to pay him off now. He might have actually made a flush here or have a huge hand. But I'm like, I just can't lay it down right now. So I called, actually praying for a diamond to come so I could maybe get Phil to go off for even more. Came a king, which is a pretty tough card, and I checked. And, it's funny because Phil was moaning about he lost the hand. Had he made a big bet there, I actually don't know if I could have called him. I mean, it would have put me to a huge test. He put 120 on the turn. He could have easily bet 300,000 on the river, 400,000. It's going to be hard for me to call. I mean, I might have made it, I might not. I have to think about my read, but he checked behind, so I was pretty sure I was good, and I was good. And then he, said, I'll keep messing with him. He's going to get me for 800,000. I don't know how I messed with him that hand. I mean, he's raising with whatever every hand. And I just called, and I never raised him. I just called and let him bluff. So I don't really think I'm messing with him, but, he's Phil Hellmuth, so.
How would you gauge Phil's mood right now?
Right now, he's steamed up. I mean, he's losing every pot, but it's his own fault because he's playing every pot. So when you play every pot, you're going to run into hands. So he's talking to everybody, pacing. He's, it's the old Phil's coming back, but he's still playing well. I mean, that's the thing about Phil. He gets crazy and upset, but you got to realize he's still going to bring his game and play well. And a lot of players see that and they think, oh, he's going to steam, and they give him action, and then he shows them a real hand and he gets off tilt. I think the players at this table all know Phil, and we know that even though he's saying that, he's playing a good poker game. So no one's going to make any mistakes, I don't think.
We also spoke to David Benyamine, who told us his plans for the upcoming money bubble.
Probably not. Well, sometimes a little bit. If I know some players are going to be playing a little tighter, than others, then I'm going to take advantage of it. We're all going to do that, all the ones that have enough chips, because even average at that moment, there are a couple big stacks, so average is mainly much more than what everybody has. So yeah, I'm going to try to take advantage of it, of course.
Now, you guys are pretty deep. Are you worried about any long days here the next couple of days?
Not really. When you play poker, if you love it, you just don't worry about that. You're here to play, you're here to pick up good things on others, tails, and try to play well and understand, positions, everything, because it all matters, depending on the tables and the players you have at the table. Everything changes on your strategy. So you just try to focus on that and hopefully get good cards and deal well with it.
With 21 players remaining, there's just 3 to go before the money, so be sure to keep it locked on cardplayer.com to see who makes it. I'm Julio Rodriguez for Card Player TV.